I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated.
General Now, the purpose of today's activity is for us to transcend with the issues that is happening in our society, particularly vaccination and the rising issue on the use of animals in research. So, without further ado, let me announce to you or discuss to you or tell you the rubrics or the basis of this class debate. So for the first issue, that is resolve that vaccination in the Philippines should be abolished. So, and the second issue is resolve that the use of animals in research should be banned. So for the rubrics, you will be rated according to number 1, the depthness of your argument. Number 2, the use of evidence and supporting examples. Number 3, your ability to ask questions or interpellation. Next, how clear are you in delivering your arguments, your speaking voice. And finally, your preparation and teamwork. So, as we have agreed, the points situation. Alright, so are we ready? Okay, let's get started. Let us begin with the first issue that we have to resolve. Resolve that vaccination in the Philippines should be abolished. So may I request the speakers from the affirmative side to take their seats, as well as the speakers for negative side. Parahoso, the first speaker. We also have Emerald Dave Tahuman, the second speaker. The third speaker is Troy Ryan Arazo, and the rebuttalist is Miss Rhea Teresa Roque. Wala bang mga kamay? Let's proceed to the speaker from the negative side. We have the first speaker, Katrina Arias. The second speaker, King Ralph Sawalan. The third speaker, we have Jamaica Pacaldo, Cynthia. And finally, the rebuttal speaker from the negative side, we have Raymart Hayab Boypan. So ladies and gentlemen, this debate will not be complete without the judges who will grade this activity. We have our research coordinator, a very good oral communication teacher, Miss Mary Joy S. Arida. Another judge, he is a new teacher. He is, by the way, a certified DOST scholar, and he will be your teacher in science later on. So without further ado, we have Sir Kem Gerald Abasetti. Okay, are we ready? So the first proposition, resolve that vaccination in the Philippines should be abolished. Now, for us to have a better flow of the debate, let me reiterate, I have told you already how this will go through. First is the affirmative speaker. The first affirmative speaker will give us an overview of what the proposition is all about. He will also provide his arguments. And he is given 2 minutes for that. After which, the first negative speaker will then ask questions to first affirmative speaker, and that will be done, that interpellation process will be done for 2 minutes. After the interpellation is done, then we will proceed with the providing of counter-arguments from the first negative speaker, and that will follow through 2 minutes also for the rest of the first 3 speakers. After the first 3 speakers are done, we will have a wait time for 2 minutes, and for that wait time, the will list down their arguments, list down what are the concepts that they find will suit for their final speeches. And after which, the rebuttal speaker from the negative side will deliver his or her speech. So let's get ready. May I now call in the speaker, the first affirmative speaker. For our proposition, resolve that vaccination in the Philippines should be abolished.
Good afternoon, everyone. And our topic is debate to solve that vaccination in the Philippines should be abolished. And I am the affirmative side. Edward Jenner, considered the founder of vaccinationology in West in 1796. Louis Pasteur experiment spared
2 minutes. Your time starts now.
So you said earlier that vaccines cause side effects. How can you say this?
and this study to American Academy and it is proving they proved the vaccination can cause illness such as swelling, rashes, and fever.
You said earlier that vaccination.
This is a moment that you can pour your knowledge, and if you have a hard time, kung medyo mahirap po magsalita ng Ingles, then we can go for our national language, we can go for Filipino. We can always express, right? Just relax, okay? This is not...
Chinese ma'am, makasabot si Wadodo.
Alright, sige. Sige lang. Russell, that's fine. Katrina, that's fine. Now let's go forward to, let's now hear the arguments from our second speaker. So let me call in our second affirmative speaker. You've got 2 minutes to deliver your argument.
Good afternoon once again. Lately, our first speaker tackled about the kind of vaccine. But for now, I would like to focus on a Dingwasya, who is trending nowadays. Dingwasya or anti-dengue vaccine, who is worth 3.5 billion. May hangin? Para sa akin, ang bakuna ay isa lamang shield. Pero hindi yan ang ating buhay. Hindi ito isang oxygen na gagamitin natin upang mabuhay. Ang kailangan natin dito sa mundo ay ang pagkain tubig upang mabuhay. Hindi ang bakuna, hindi yan makakain. Isa lamang.
Alright, time is up. Thank you so much. It's a very good job. So here the arguments, the counter arguments.
The best protection against many serious diseases. Most people who get vaccinated will have immunity, or let me say, protection against the diseases. Vaccines do an incredible job as it helps your immune system to be better and faster in doing its job. Vaccination teaches the body to recognize new diseases. It stimulates the body to make antibodies against antigens of pathogens.
Let's now proceed to the interpellation of
Knowledge about how toxic asthma and other respiratory there are natural recovery. It has also
Highest possible attainable level of health survival and protection.
interpellation of the third affirmative speaker. You've got 2 minutes.
Don't you think Republic Act will limit the freedom of the parent to choose whether to get vaccinated or not?
The Republic Act is just a law in our country, but it is in the parents of the child that if they were allow their children to
get vaccinated by a particular vaccine.
You have said that it is tested and have found out some side effects on it. Why do they go and carry on this risk?
I said that it is already tested, so the FDA are sure that these vaccines can really heal or prevent the diseases that will get into our body.
If you have said that it is safe and effective, why are there people forming a group named anti-vaccine movement?
I think that's because of the Tengbaksha vaccine that caused lot of people to die because of it. But the Tengbaksha is its budget for
of the negative.
Die because of the infection because wala unit of development and testing before a vaccine is.
Since this is a friendly competition, shake hands please. Wala, mag-away suruban anya. Thank you guys. Our arguments on our first proposition, resolve that vaccination in the Philippines should be abolished. Now let us now proceed with another batch of debaters, and their proposition is resolve that the use of animals in research should be banned. So may I request the debaters from each side to take their seats.
much be better than any other. We can use to cure with the accidental death of a human.
Animal test on the arthritis drug, virus.
Let us now hear the interpretation.
Hey! Mga anti-AIDS na...
Thank you. Let's now
in death. Although there will always be a risk when testing new items, even after animal research has provided positive data, the risks to a human without animal research would be incredibly high. Through animal research, the legality of accidentally causing the death of an animal is very different than what would occur with the accidental death of a human. Lastly, there are protections in place for the animals. Although animal research may have ethical concerns, if that's what you're worried about, the US has regulated its practice since 1966. Veterinarians are required to inspect the living conditions of the animals. Committees must approve animal research and be held responsible for the humane treatment of each animal.
Okay, time is up. Thank you. Let's now hear the speech of the affirmative rebuttal speech. Your 2 minutes starts.
Animals can suffer like humans do, so it is not good to experiment on them while we refrain from experimenting on humans. All suffering is undesirable, whether it can be a human or in animals. Discriminating against animals because they do not have the cognitive ability, language, or moral judgment that humans do is no more justifiable than discriminating against human beings with severe mental impairments. As English philosopher Jeremy Bentham wrote in the 1700s, the question is not can they reason nor can they talk, but can they suffer. Despite the use of over 115 million animals in experiments globally each year, only 46 new medicines were approved in 2017. Think it possibly, guys. 115 millions of animals are being used and only 46 medicines are being approved by the US Food and Drug Administration. Bakit balikan natin ang tanaw kung anong mga nangyayari sa mga nakalipas na kanilang eksperimento? Animals are different. Hindi sila katulad natin. Animals do not get many of the disease that we humans have, such as Parkinson's disease, major types of heart disease, types of cancer, Alzheimer's disease, HIV, and more. Despite a clinical trial of hepatitis B drug
Phyaloridin had to be stopped because it caused severe liver damage in 7 patients and 5 of them whom died. Another case that best demonstrates these advantages involves the arthritis drug called Vioxx, which showed to protect the heart of a...
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Let's proceed to the best one awarded to Sir Kim.
So, the team who won the debate on the result that vaccination in the Philippines should be abolished goes to the House, which affirms that vaccination should be abolished. And for the second topic or issue, the winning team is the negative. Now let us award the best team, the best debater, and the best speaker. So overall, the best speaker award goes to Mr. Arazo.
Sir.
Next in line is the best debater. So our best debater is none other than Mr. Tahuman. The last award, but definitely not the least, is the best team award. So take note, guys, that whoever wins this competition, just feel kanyak, but don't feel down because everybody gave a good argument. It was a good report after all. I can see na kabalo hindi ako mag-debate and job well done. So the best team award goes to the negative side on the issue that, on the result that the use of animals
Foto di. Sapa.
Let's request ka ng members ng mga team. Tanan members. Gather members.
Sa ngalan ng team, magawas ang tunan pasensya.
John, nakakita na rin na. Nakakita.
No need, dagdagan pa rin. Pwede rin na, gusto yung